this Friday session for D&D because I was just exhausted. And I thought I could power through. But like it's super fun being able to create with people because I like at my table when I'm DMing, and this is again something I say a lot, we, us, our. It is all of ours. It's a collaborative storytelling thing. And when you get a lot of actors together, or people that are, voice actors or aspiring performers in any way, it can make some really magical moments. Especially if you are invested in these characters and you really want to give them everything. So I try my hardest. Again, I have a rule of cool as well, where I don't lean too heavily into the handbook. I just kind of use that as kind of like inspiration and guidelines, and it helps us along in like things like combat that are a little more mechanically intuitive or mechanically demanding. And it's just whatever. I'm just like, dude, yeah, what do you do? How does it look? Tell me about it. Please talk about it. Tell me what you do, and then I'll tell you the mechanical consequences of all that stuff. But it's your power fantasy. I'm not going to step on your power fantasy. Have fun, and when the players are having a good time and succeeding, the audience is having a really great time and succeeding. And every now and again, yeah, it is me against the players, right? But most of the time, I tell my players this, it's not you versus me, guys. It is us versus the problem. I'm trying to help you guys as much as I can, give you as many boons as I can. There are certain lines I can't cross to make sure that like there is a reliable plot and it doesn't feel like Deus Ex Machina all the time. But like, yeah, it's us versus this problem. Let's kill this monster. Let's try and figure, this guy's an asshole. Let's figure out how we're gonna level him, right? And I'll tell you what he says and I will perform what he says, but it ain't me, man. It's all Veyround and his nasty tricks. It's all, this pit fiend that keeps waving this flaming sword around. It's all us against the problem. So I like both. I like both, I think equally, honestly. It's easier as a player because I just have to show up. Yeah, Dante.
So at the start, you mentioned briefly League related.
Yeah.
So as someone who plays League of Legends fairly often, I'm curious what roles you used to play and if there were any characters you...
Yes. Yeah. I was an AD carry main. I was the shot caller AD carry like playmaker, just because I had been playing AD carry, even from high school. I played since beta, so I played a long time. I was really invested in that game. And let's see, I played off top, off jungle. I would never play mid. It was too much responsibility. Jungle is great because you could just like roam around and not really worry about too much. I don't know much about the new jungle or the new meta or whatever they're doing because I'm honestly not really keeping track of that stuff, and it would be a second job to kind of keep up with all that. But I played Ezreal was my main. Blue build Ezreal back when that was really broken was something that I kind of leaned into. Graves I played a lot of, into some other combinations. I played with Leona Quirky combo a lot. That was really broken. That burst damage was insane. Top I would play, I think I quit right around the time Alawi came out, and that was like something once Alawi came out and I was like, oh my god, this person's busted. This whole character is broken. Wait a second, maybe these designers don't know what they're doing. I don't know. And I was just backing out like, okay, I feel like since this is getting a little bit more simple, I'm gonna go and invest myself in voice acting. But Maokai top was really cool. I played a lot of Darius top. I was that guy. Garen. Who else did I play top? I think that was it. A lot of tanks. Whenever I played top or jungle, it was mostly a tank. I was a mean trundle. Whew. I was a mean trundle. I was sticky, dude. You couldn't get me away. But yeah, I played a lot. And I played back when they were like runes were still a thing, and like you pick your own runes, and I had some crazy rune combos, which would probably snowball me, which is why my trundle was really good. I had lifesteal runes. It was fantastic. I cosplayed Ezreal. I cosplayed Nottingham Ezreal way back when. I have pictures of it somewhere on my phone, but ancient. People thought it was Steampunk Link all the time. Not Steampunk Link. It was a very specific skin from a little game called League of Legends, which back in the day you probably not heard of it, but yeah, very good question. I played a little bit of everything except mid. Screw mid. Yeah, right there. You're welcome. Yeah.
Okay. Since you mentioned you like to cook, what's your favorite thing to make?
Chicken l'orange. Really good, very simple. Lots of, if you get some fresh like root vegetables in there. But French cooking techniques is what they teach you in culinary school first, because it's, you get the mother sauces, you're able to kind of make pretty much anything you want with those three sauces. I do little tiny variations every time I cook it up. Sometimes I'll use beets instead of like potatoes or whatever. Some other root vegetable, some other different kind of protein to kind of mix it up. Maybe I'll use duck. Maybe I'll use a bunch of like Cornish game hens instead, or something to that effect. But it's the techniques. It's something that I really, really like, and there's a science behind it too, but the techniques are what you learn, and then it's like a pick and put. You like protein, carb, veggie, and then you're just like, if I have one of each of those things, and acid, fat, heat, and one of each of those things, mix it up, and you got maybe we got a stew going, It's like, it's fairly simple. But yeah, chicken l'orange, and then I do, I like to make this thing called, and I'm a simple guy, I can do like really fancy stuff, but I do this stuff called cowboy stew, which is basically just beef bourguignon, and it's pretty much the same thing, but I had, get some carrots in there and some other stuff. Instead of wine, use 2 tablespoons of vodka, and then something else, like a can of soda, or like Diet Dr. Pepper or something. It's surprisingly effective. There's a lot of ways that you can mix that stuff up. So yeah, all right, we got time for maybe 2 more. All right, we'll go right there. Yeah.
You mentioned Randy. Have you played any Cold Steel or?
Yes, I have. Well, way back when Randy didn't have a voice, I was playing on the 3DS, and I think it was on was it on PSP too, or am I having a fever dream? But like, yeah, on 3DS, the mobile games and stuff, or not mobile games on handhelds. I want to sit down and play through all the Trails games, but that's a huge undertaking, and I'm a bigger fan of things like Shin Megami Tensei. I really enjoyed like Persona. Persona's one of my favorite. Like I love Persona like 2, Persona 3, Persona 4 was like one of the first Persona game I played, and then I went back and played everything else. Big fan of I like Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, like all those games too. When the audition came through, I knew the property and I knew the character and I knew like his storyline and everything, but I hadn't sat down and played any of the new, because it wasn't in English yet. I hadn't played any of the newer stuff. I had to go and look up cutscenes and things like that. And I'm like, whoa, Randy's in 3D. Like, he looks cool. It's not just this isometric view or whatever. Oh my God, he looks hot too. Oh, cool. Awesome. And his new outfit looks really good. He has his glaive and everything. And he says like blazing thunder, all kinds of cool stuff. I love I love Randy. The first like I guess himbo I played in a video game. Yeah, he's great. And he's got a great team behind him. Little Scooby-Doo squad. All right, one more, and then we gotta go. Tajo.
I know that it's not like one that I think a lot of people talk about, but what was your experience with Akudama Drive?
Oh my God.
And Courier.
Dude, Akudama Drive.
I watched that because you were in it.
That's so flat. Thank you so much. I do try. But I don't think we're ever gonna be able to get a dub like that again, honestly. It was like, it felt like a little club. Brittany and Matt were lucky enough, over at Coca Sound, good friends of mine, they were lucky enough to get the license to Akudama Drive, which was a original animation, 12 episodes, no manga or anything, with the character designers behind Danganronpa. So all the characters have that Danganronpa kind of like individualism to them, this like unique silhouette feel to them. And it's a bunch of criminals getting together, basically like an Ocean's 11 kind of thing. And they're all brought together. They all have different strengths and stuff, different weaknesses. And it's fantastic. It was really cool. I got to play Courier, who's like the no nonsense, like he's like a cowboy. He's got this really sick motorcycle. He's got a pistol or like a revolver that he shoots. And his whole thing is that he never misses his shots. He always finds purchase on anything that he shoots, and he never misses a delivery. He's a courier, right? So he always delivers on time and makes it happen. But everything he says is an action movie one-liner. It's just like everything is so badass and like really cool. And then the whole cast is incredible too. Everybody, there's a doctor character, there's a serial killer character, there's like a swindler, like, cheap side street, like, swindle guy, but played by Kellen Goff. Fantastic performance. Brady Loud is in it as well. It's really, really well done. And the best part about it is it's 12 episodes and then it's done. That's it. No cliffhanger. There's finality. And that's really something I like. If you want another show like that, go watch Super Crooks. Super Crooks is on Netflix, based on T.J. Miller comic book. Really good. I played the lead in that. His name's Johnny Bolt. And he's like the Brad Pitt, it's another like Ocean's 11 kind of thing. He's the Brad Pitt that gets a bunch of like petty super criminals together. Not necessarily like super villains that are taking over the world, but it's like, hey, I use my electric powers to make the ATM spit out money for me, and that's my job, right? I can teleport 500 feet in any direction. That's my superpower, and it's like, it's okay. It's like, it's like the monkey paw superpower kind of thing. And he gets all these people together to have this heist on a supervillain that's like being mean to every other like petty criminal. He's like, we're gonna get this guy finally. We're gonna make sure that he like feels us and gets us. And sometimes the superheroes come and it's like they're all Homelander, right? They're all like pieces of crap in their own right. And the criminals on their side are like, we need to show the heroes that like we can kick their butts too, but we also need to show this villain. So it's like they're getting it from both sides. It's really good, super well done, hard R too. If you believe, like, it's gory and it's action oriented. There's like sex, drugs, violence, and all kinds of crazy stuff. Please go watch 12 episodes, and then it's done. There's no season 2. There's finality. There's a final shot and a final arc closure and everything. It's fantastic. So thank you so much for the question. Go watch Akudama Drive and Super Crooks. Double feature, it's gonna be great. All right, I have been Johna Scott. I'm gonna be signing autographs here in a minute.
I know I'll never be the same. Shook my world so hard again. Wish I washed away my sins. He's a dead man walking, blank stare in his eyes. Should have given up on the ones I trust. Never should have been surprised.